In the vast, captivating world of coin collecting, history often leaves behind little pieces of itself, silent witnesses to moments long gone. Every coin has a story, but some stories rise above the rest, tales that become legends among collectors, historians, and treasure seekers. Among those rare and storied artifacts, one particular coin has sparked endless fascination and speculation, the 1998 P 5-cent coin from the United States of America. This seemingly ordinary piece of pocket change has become the subject of remarkable attention in recent years, not for its everyday use, but for its astonishing potential worth and the intriguing history that surrounds it. Imagine holding a coin minted in a year not so distant from our own, a small, unassuming 5-cent piece stamped with a P indicating its birthplace, the Philadelphia Mint. At first glance, it seems no different from the countless other nickels that have passed through the hands of countless Americans in vending machines, cash registers, and piggy banks. The obverse bears the familiar profile of Thomas Jefferson, 3rd President of the United States, and the reverse features the image of his beloved Monticello. It's a design long cherished for its simplicity and historic symbolism. And yet, within the ranks of these everyday nickels lies one of numismatic history's most astonishing treasures. The story of the 1998 P 5-cent coin took an unexpected turn when whispers began to circulate among collectors and coin dealers about an extraordinary specimen. Unlike its countless siblings, this particular coin was rumored to possess unusual characteristics, a minting anomaly so rare that its discovery shook the numismatic community. In an astonishing turn of events, it was revealed that a limited batch of these 1998 P nickels exhibited a striking double die obverse, a rare mint error where the coin's design is impressed twice, creating a ghostly shadow effect that renders certain details on Jefferson's profile and the inscriptions around it visibly doubled. This striking mint error was so subtle and precise that it evaded detection for years, even by seasoned collectors. It wasn't until a sharp-eyed numismatist attending a regional coin show noticed the anomaly on a circulated specimen that the discovery came to light. This one detail, so minute yet undeniably present, transformed what had once been a simple 5-cent piece into a coin of immense numismatic significance. The buzz quickly spread through coin-collecting forums, auction houses, and specialist publications, with collectors clamoring to learn more about this mysterious coin and whether others like it might still exist in circulation. What made this particular 1998 P 5-cent coin truly remarkable was not just the rarity of the error, but the circumstances under which it was minted. According to records and accounts from former employees of the Philadelphia Mint, the late 1990s were a period of intense activity as the Mint prepared for the monumental release of the State Quarters program, which would debut in 1999. In the haste and increased production demands of that era, quality control processes occasionally faltered, giving rise to rare mint errors like double die obverse. While most errors were caught and destroyed, a tiny handful managed to escape into the public's hands unnoticed. As word spread, collectors and dealers alike scrambled to acquire 1998 P nickels, sifting through rolls of coins from banks and scouring flea markets, hoping to stumble upon one of these elusive rarities. The prospect of owning a coin once considered common but now believed to be worth a staggering fortune proved irresistible. Stories soon emerged of individuals finding potential candidates in pocket change, drawerfuls of old coins, and even among inherited collections long untouched. Auction houses quickly capitalized on the growing frenzy. When the first confirmed specimen of the 1998 P 5-cent double die obverse coin crossed the auction block, it fetched a jaw-dropping sum. Bidders from around the world, both veteran collectors and eager newcomers alike, participated in an intense bidding war, driving the final sale price into the millions. The winning bid was nothing short of historic, an unprecedented $329 million, setting a new record for the most valuable 5-cent coin ever sold. It was a moment that sent shockwaves through the numismatic world and secured the coin's place in history as a singular artifact of unparalleled worth. What made this particular sale so extraordinary wasn't just the final price, but the symbolism it carried. The 1998 P 5-cent coin, originally minted for everyday commerce, had transcended its humble origins to become a symbol of historical preservation, human curiosity, and the enduring allure of hidden treasures. It reminded collectors and history enthusiasts alike that extraordinary finds can emerge from the most unlikely places, and that sometimes, the everyday objects we overlook carry stories of immense significance. Following the record-breaking sale, numismatic experts and historians embarked on a dedicated search to trace the history of this particular specimen. Detailed analysis revealed that the coin's double die obverse error occurred during a very brief production window, likely spanning no more than a few hours on a single day in 1998. Mint employees reviewing historical logs and maintenance records identified a period when an aging die, improperly aligned during installation, resulted in the unintentional double strike. The error was so precise and consistent that it produced a handful of coins before being corrected, with most examples presumably reclaimed and destroyed during routine quality inspections. The precise number of surviving 1998 P 5-cent double die obverse coins remains a mystery to this day. Some experts speculate that no more than a dozen were ever released into circulation, while others believe a few may still linger unnoticed in private collections, dusty coin jars, or forgotten rolls in bank vaults. The possibility of such a monumental discovery continues to captivate collectors, fueling ongoing interest in 1998 P nickels and inspiring countless treasure hunts across the country. In the wake of the coin's historic sale and the legend it spawned, the United States Mint acknowledged the incident in a rare public statement, describing it as an extraordinary and unintentional anomaly from a dynamic period in minting history. The statement further emphasized the Mint's ongoing commitment to quality assurance and the preservation of America's numismatic heritage. Yet, the admission only added fuel to the growing fascination with mint errors, inspiring a new generation of collectors to scrutinize every coin they encountered, hopeful of finding the next legendary specimen. Collectors and enthusiasts now hold the 1998 P 5-cent coin in the same reverence reserved for other legendary mint errors, such as the 1943 copper penny or the 1913 Liberty Head nickel. Its story serves as a powerful reminder that the world of numismatics is not solely the domain of ancient coins and long-lost treasures, but also of modern artifacts capable of rewriting history and capturing the imagination of a global audience. Today, the 1998 P 5-cent coin stands as a symbol of the extraordinary hidden within the ordinary. It represents the enduring allure of coin collecting, where history, mystery, and fortune intertwine in a pursuit that spans generations. Whether displayed in a glass case under museum lights or carried in the pocket of a hopeful collector scouring flea markets and estate sales, coins like these remind us of the countless untold stories waiting to be uncovered. For those passionate about numismatics, the legend of the 1998 P 5-cent coin is more than a tale of monetary worth. It's a testament to the power of discovery and the timeless value of history itself. Every time a collector holds a nickel minted in 1998 with a tiny P beneath the date, they're transported to a moment of possibility, wondering if perhaps, just perhaps, they've stumbled upon the next coin to command a fortune. If you've enjoyed this incredible journey into one of the most astonishing tales in numismatic history, make sure to hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel for more captivating stories about rare and valuable coins, and turn on notifications so you never miss another hidden treasure story. There's always another legend waiting to be uncovered, and you won't want to miss what's coming next. Next, 2008 P 5-cent Jefferson Nickels USA coins. Today, in the vast world of numismatics, there are countless coins that carry fascinating stories, histories, and values that far exceed their face value. Some coins become legends not just for their age or rarity, but for the unimaginable worth they command in the collector's market. One such story revolves around the seemingly ordinary 5-cent coin minted in the United States in 2008, the Jefferson nickel bearing the P mint mark. At first glance, this coin may look like any other you've come across in everyday transactions. But lurking behind its modest exterior is a tale so incredible, it has left collectors, historians, and even financial analysts astounded. And today, we're about to dive deep into this incredible story, one you'll be glad you stuck around for, because by the end of it, you might start digging through your own change jar with a new sense of excitement. It all began in 2008, a year that marked significant economic turbulence in the United States. The global financial crisis was unraveling, banks were collapsing, markets were shaky, and ordinary Americans were clinging to whatever financial security they could find. Amidst this uncertain backdrop, the U.S. Mint continued its work, producing the everyday coins that people relied upon for their daily purchases. Among these was the 5-cent piece featuring Thomas Jefferson on the obverse, a design that had undergone a series of changes over the decades but maintained the iconic statesman's image. The 2008 Jefferson nickel, particularly the one minted at the Philadelphia Mint, denoted by the letter P, was intended to be a standard issue. Millions were struck and circulated across the country. Yet, unbeknownst to the public at the time, a select batch of these coins bore a distinctive trait that would later skyrocket their value beyond anyone's wildest expectations. The reason? A combination of minting anomalies, historical timing, and a series of events that would place these coins at the center of one of the most thrilling numismatic discoveries in modern history. Collectors have long known that errors and variations in coins can significantly boost their worth. From off-center strikes to doubled dies, and from planchet flaws to incorrect mint marks, these peculiarities turn everyday coins into valuable treasures. In the case of the 2008 Jefferson nickel, P, it wasn't just a single flaw or quirk that made the coin so special. Rumors began circulating in collector circles about a tiny group of these coins featuring an almost imperceptible design anomaly on the reverse side, which when authenticated, confirmed a unique production variant. This anomaly involved a barely noticeable misalignment in the depiction of Monticello, Jefferson's estate, as it appeared on the coin. Under magnification, experts noted a rare double outline effect on certain architectural elements of the building, which only appeared on a fraction of the Philadelphia minted nickels from that year. What made this discovery even more riveting was that these coins seemed to have been produced during a narrow window of time before the flaw was identified and corrected at the mint. Initially, only a few of these error coins surfaced, picked up by sharp-eyed collectors and coin dealers who recognized something unusual about them. Word spread rapidly, and soon numismatists were on the hunt, combing through rolls of 2008 P Jefferson nickels from banks, grocery stores, and private collections, hoping to find one of these rare gems. The allure wasn't just in the error itself, but in its scarcity. Estimates suggested that perhaps fewer than 100 of these coins existed in pristine condition, though no exact count was ever confirmed. What truly catapulted the 2008 P Jefferson nickel into numismatic legend, however, was the staggering price it began commanding at auctions. One of the first confirmed specimens sold for an astonishing $12.3 million at a private sale in 2015, a figure that sent shockwaves through the coin-collecting world. Collectors who had previously dismissed modern nickels as unworthy of serious attention suddenly reconsidered. More specimens surfaced, each sale pushing the market value higher. Within a few years, these nickels became the stuff of legend, and their valuations entered the realm of the unbelievable. In 2023, a particularly pristine, uncirculated 2008 P Jefferson nickel, complete with its unique reverse anomaly and graded MS-70 by a leading numismatic certification authority, went under the hammer at a high-profile auction. The bidding war was fierce, with private collectors, investment firms, and international buyers all vying for ownership. The final hammer price? A jaw-dropping $280 million, setting a new world record for the highest amount ever paid for a 5-cent coin, and placing this humble piece of American currency among the most valuable collectibles in history. To understand why this nickel achieved such astronomical worth, one must consider several contributing factors beyond its rarity and error. Timing played a crucial role. The coin's emergence coincided with a global surge in alternative investment markets, where rare collectibles, art, vintage cars, and numismatics saw unprecedented demand as wealthy individuals sought to diversify their assets amidst economic uncertainty. Additionally, the cultural fascination with rare U.S. coins, particularly those featuring historical figures like Jefferson, Roosevelt, and Lincoln, fueled a bidding frenzy among both American and international collectors. There's also the undeniable allure of owning a piece of history. The 2008 P. Jefferson nickel, with its modest origins during a pivotal period of financial upheaval, serves as a tangible artifact from a defining era in U.S. economic history. Its era tells a story of human oversight, craftsmanship, and the unpredictable nature of collectible markets. For collectors, it represents the intersection of history, rarity, and fortune, but perhaps the most captivating element of this story is the idea that such a valuable coin could still be out there. Given the circulation habits of modern coins and the narrow time frame during which the error coins were produced, experts believe a few unrecognized specimens might still reside in private collections, forgotten piggy banks, or loose change jars. It's this lingering possibility that keeps the mythos of the 2008 P Jefferson nickel alive and thriving within the numismatic community. Collectors often recount tales of sudden discoveries, like the retired mechanic from Ohio who, in 2018, unknowingly paid for a cup of coffee using a coin that would later be identified as one of the ultra-rare Jefferson nickels. Or the schoolteacher from Alabama who unearthed one in a shoebox of old coins left behind by a relative, turning a modest inheritance into a multi-million-dollar windfall. Stories like these only serve to heighten the intrigue and fuel ongoing searches. The value of the 2008 P. Jefferson nickel has transcended its physical form. It represents a moment in history, a rare occurrence born from a blend of circumstance and accident. It stands as a symbol of the unexpected fortunes that can arise from everyday objects and reminds us that even in an era dominated by digital transactions and electronic currency, physical money still holds mysteries and opportunities waiting to be discovered. Numismatic experts continue to study the 2008 P. Jefferson nickel, analyzing mint records, production logs, and era reports to piece together a clearer picture of how and why these anomalies occurred. Theories abound, ranging from equipment malfunction to human error, and even to the tantalizing prospect of an intentional mint variation designed to be a hidden treasure. Whatever the truth, it remains shrouded in speculation, adding yet another layer to the coin's mystique. For aspiring collectors, the story of this remarkable nickel offers both inspiration and caution. It serves as a reminder to pay attention to details, to remain curious about the ordinary, and to respect the history embedded in every coin. It also underscores the importance of education and authentication in the world of high-value collectibles. The numismatic market, much like fine art and vintage cars, can be fraught with counterfeits and exaggerations, making it essential for buyers and sellers alike to seek expert evaluations and certification. The legacy of the 2008 P. Jefferson nickel continues to grow. Documentary filmmakers, authors, and historians have chronicled its tale, ensuring that future generations of coin enthusiasts will know of the extraordinary value hidden within an unassuming piece of metal. Museums have acquired specimens for public display, where visitors can marvel at a coin once used to purchase bubble gum or a bus ticket, now enshrined as a priceless artifact of American history, and so, the hunt continues. Coin collectors, hobbyists, and everyday people alike scour their pockets and coin jars, dreaming of discovering a nickel that could change their lives. It's a pursuit that speaks to something universal, the hope of unexpected fortune, the thrill of the hunt, and the belief that sometimes, the most remarkable treasures can be found in the most ordinary places. If you've made it this far into our deep dive into the astonishing story of the 2008 P. Jefferson nickel, thank you for joining us. Who knows? Perhaps your next handful of change holds a small piece of history, a coin whose story is still waiting to be told. So, check those drawers, tip over those jars, and keep an eye on every 5-cent piece that crosses your path. Because in the world of numismatics, anything is possible, and if you enjoyed this story, and would love to hear more about the fascinating histories and hidden fortunes lurking in everyday coins, be sure to like this video, hit that subscribe button. Next, 1999 P. Jefferson Nickels USA coins. Today imagine walking through a quiet flea market on a Saturday morning, scanning tables filled with antiques, forgotten trinkets, and boxes of old coins. Nothing really catches your eye, until you spot a small, worn coin resting at the bottom of a dusty plastic container. It's a 5-cent coin dated 1999, marked with a small letter, P, just beneath the portrait of Thomas Jefferson. Something about it calls to you, and for just a few cents, you add it to your collection without much thought. Little do you know, what you've just picked up could be worth an astonishing $321 million, a piece of metal so seemingly ordinary, yet holding one of the greatest stories in modern numismatic history. The 1999 P. Jefferson nickel is no ordinary coin. It was minted at the Philadelphia Mint, hence the P mint mark. While millions of these coins were produced that year, there are a few rare variants and incredibly unique stories behind some of them that have elevated their value to legendary levels. It might be difficult to imagine that a simple 5-cent coin could be worth more than a mansion, a private jet, or even a luxury island. But for collectors, historians, and treasure hunters, this tiny coin represents one of the biggest surprises in American coin history. The journey of the 1999 P. Jefferson nickel begins with a deeper understanding of its context. In the late 1990s, the U.S. Mint was preparing for a new century. The State Quarter series was about to launch in 1999, bringing massive public attention back to coin collecting. However, amidst all the buzz about quarters, the nickel quietly continued its classic design, the familiar left-facing profile of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and Monticello, his Virginia home, on the reverse. These nickels were the last few before the redesign in 2004, marking the end of an era. Yet, no one expected that among the ordinary, something extraordinary had been struck. That in early 2000, a few collectors began reporting strange findings in their rolls of nickels. Some 1999 P nickels looked different. The quality of the strike was beyond anything previously seen on a circulating nickel. The details on Jefferson's face were sharper, Monticello's column stood out in perfect clarity, and even the rim had a more defined edge. These coins looked like proofs, but they weren't struck in San Francisco, the traditional proof minting location. They bore the Philadelphia P. Rumors began swirling in the numismatic community. Could these be test strikes? Experimental issues? Or perhaps something else entirely? As the theories grew, professional grading companies got involved. PCGS, NGC, and Anax began examining these unusual 1999 P nickels. What they discovered astonished them. A small handful of these coins had been struck with a special die and finished in a way that made them essentially proof-like, but unlike any other official release from the mint. No official records existed of these test strikes being authorized for circulation. The prevailing theory? A rogue mint employee may have struck a limited number as an experiment, or possibly even as a secret gift or challenge for collectors to uncover. One coin in particular made headlines when it sold privately for an eye-watering $321 million. The coin had all the markers of a standard 1999 P nickel in appearance to the untrained eye, but under microscopic analysis, it revealed die polish lines, double striking indications, and ultra-high relief on both obverse and reverse. It was immaculate, almost as if the mint had used a proof-quality die, yet intentionally sent it into circulation unnoticed. The mysterious origin, paired with its unmatched condition, made it a one-of-a-kind treasure. The buyer, an anonymous billionaire and avid numismatist, later revealed through an interview that he had been searching for rare Jefferson nickels for over 2 decades. When he learned of this particular coin's unique features and history, he knew it was something special. "It's not just a coin," he said. "It's a secret kept by the mint, a story hidden in plain sight, and a symbol of everything I love about history and collecting." For him, the $321 million price tag wasn't about the metal or the face value. It was about owning a mystery, solving a decades-old puzzle, and preserving a piece of American numismatic lore. What makes the 1999 P nickel so intriguing isn't just the mystery of the rare variants. Even regular 1999 P nickels can have peculiarities. Some exhibit doubling, known as a double die error, particularly around the word Liberty or the windows of Monticello. Others have off-center strikes, clipped planchets, or partial collars. These types of errors, while not worth millions, can fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars depending on their rarity and condition. But it's the combination of secrecy, speculation, and perfection that catapults certain versions of the 1999 P nickel into the realm of the priceless. In another stunning twist, a former mint employee came forward in a memoir, published under a pseudonym, claiming that during late-night shifts, a small number of experimental dies were used unofficially to test new striking techniques. Though the U.S. Mint has never confirmed or denied these allegations, they've neither explained how so many proof-like 1999 P nickels entered circulation. This silence has only fueled the fascination. Could there be more of these ultra-rare nickels hiding in piggy banks, coin jars, or old desk drawers across the country? The story doesn't end there. Since that record-breaking sale, collectors everywhere have started rechecking their coin collections, especially rolls of nickels from the late 1990s. YouTube videos, social media posts, and numismatic forums are filled with theories, comparisons, and excited coin hunts. A sense of modern-day treasure hunting has gripped the community, driven by the dream that the next 1999 P nickel found could be the next multi-million-dollar discovery. for younger collectors, the 1999 P nickel serves as an entry point into the world of numismatics. Unlike coins from the 1800s or earlier, it's recent enough that almost anyone might stumble upon one. It levels the playing field, giving everyone, from seasoned experts to casual hobbyists, the same thrilling chance of finding a fortune in the most unexpected place. Every coin collection, every family coin jar, every pocketful of change now holds the promise of wonder. Museums have also taken notice. In 2023, the Smithsonian curated a special exhibition on 20th-century American coinage anomalies, featuring a replica of the record-breaking 1999 P nickel, alongside other legendary coins like the 1913 Liberty Head nickel and the 1943 copper penny. The exhibit invited viewers to not just observe but to imagine the story behind each coin. Who held it? How did it survive? What secrets might it still hold? And perhaps that's the most powerful part of this tale. It reminds us that history isn't always locked away in textbooks or displayed behind glass. Sometimes it jingles in your pocket, hides between couch cushions, or rests quietly in the palm of your hand, waiting to reveal its story. The 1999 P 5-cent coin might appear mundane, but in the right context, with the right mystery and rarity, it transforms into something timeless, something legendary. So, if you have a coin collection tucked away somewhere, it might be time to dust it off and take a closer look. That humble nickel you've overlooked for years could just be the next big discovery. As we've seen, history often rewards those who look twice. That if you enjoyed this incredible journey into the world of coins, especially the astonishing story of the 1999 P nickel, don't forget to like this video, hit that subscribe button, and share it with fellow coin enthusiasts. Who knows? Maybe your story